to Pastor Sauls. We have 7 initial pastors that are part of Clergy for Black Lives. Pastor James, Pastor Smart, Pastor Sauls, Pastor Eddie, Pastor Q, and myself, that we were the initial, and Pastor Njuma. Where did she go? Pastor Njuma, it was 7 of us that came together, 2 women and 5 brothers that said, look, we've got to do this. So God bless you. And Pastor Sauls, who's going to go through the 6?
As we come together, it is so important that we as faith leaders make it plain and make it clear that our purpose and our goal is to support and to be in solidarity and to serve the movement for Black lives. That is why we are here. We have made a commitment to make sure that as we walk alongside our sisters and our brothers, that we make it clear that what we are fighting is not just an ideology called white supremacy, but we are also fighting a theology and a spirituality of white supremacy. And so it is not, on the one hand, it is about changing policy, but on the other hand, it's also about connecting with a spirituality that has been destructive and that has continued to marginalize and kill black people in this country and around the world. And so I stand here as a black pastor who was born and raised in South Africa. And so as I stand here, it is essential that we connect what happened in South Africa with what's going on right here. There is an intersection, and that intersection is white supremacy. Yes, that intersection is the devaluing of black lives. It is the exploitation of black lives. It is using black life as an object for the enrichment of white people. And so as we stand here as pastors and as clergy, we want to be clear that our fight is alongside, in partnership with, and in solidarity with the movement for Black Lives and Black Lives Matter. And so we are here unapologetic, saying that we are not going to stand for sexism, we're not going to stand for homophobia, we're not going to stand for anything that folk are trying to use to divide us. We're here to stand in solidarity and in support and to say we are one. And we're going to move together as one. We've decided to support all of the platform that was supported by 75 organizations here in Los Angeles, and we stand with that, and that's why you will not see us sitting down and talking with leaders right now, because we don't think that they are ready for us to talk with them. And so it is essential that we make sure that our demands are understood, that our demands make sense, and that we move towards the accomplishment of those demands. Now, we've come together with 6 principles that we're going to just share 1 or 2 with you right now and throughout our time together, so that you can be clear what Clergy for Black Lives is all about, why we are here, and how it is that we seek to continue to walk in support of and in solidarity with and in service of the movement for Black Lives. It is about our liberation. It is about our freedom. And now is the time, this momentous time, these consequential times, to make sure that we move forward steadfastly, focused to reach that goal, not just for those who've gone before us, not just for us who are here, but for those who are on their way in terms of the next generations who are coming. And so I'm now going to invite Pastor Smart, Tamalika Smart, to share some words, and then we're going to get to those 6 principles.
Ashe! 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 Alafia! Ashe! Ashe! Nkose sekeledi Africa bayu pakari supandowa yamo. Izwa imi tande zu zoke sikele ya zoke sikele ya. Where's Brianna? I'm looking for Sandra.
gonna say that.
Where is Ashley? Where is... I'm trying to get my bearings straight. Because there's some people that should be in this crowd that have been taken from us. Say their names. Say their names. Say their names. Who were snatched from us and taken to the next realm, the warrior realm. Don't think because they're not here that they're not here. In fact, I just ask that you move away from the person next to you and make room for your grandmother. Make room for your grandmother. Make room for the Harriet Tubman. Scoot over. Just step away from who you're next to. Make room for Sojourner Truth. Because the truth is coming. They went into Breonna's home and shot her in her sleep. Now we've heard of driving while black, shopping while black. Now it's sleeping while black. And we're not just here to dismantle racism. We're here to rebuke it as clergy and send it back to the pits of hell from when it's come. Because white supremacy, white privilege, it's from hell. Because it oppresses other folk. We're not here seeking justice. We would rather the lives of Breonna than justice. When you have to seek justice, that means you didn't get peace. We would rather Breonna be here. We would rather be able to see her. Fannie Lou Hamer was beaten by a policeman. She was beaten so bad that she lost the sight in one eye. They beat her so badly that her kidneys no longer worked and was listed as one of the complications when she died. We have been beaten unto death for a long time. And when we say 400 years, we're not saying 400 years as to remind ourselves. And yes, it's Juneteenth weekend, but you don't have to remind us how long it took us to get here. We know because our grandmothers are speaking it to us, and they're saying, stand up, rise up, get up, you matter, Black Lives Matter. But I want you to know something. Somewhere in the white man's belly, in his intestinal flora, is a black woman's breast milk. And when you pray, you have to pray to shake their belly up and remind them from whence they come. We didn't come here for this. We didn't breastfeed you and lay up under the plantation massa for this. Teach them. The policeman has become the plantation man. We went from rape to now death. We didn't come here for this. And I'm here to remind us in our intestinal level, in our stomach flora, I'm here to remind us we fed them. And now we must instruct them and tell them head on, stop killing your mother. Breonna is your mother. Stop killing Sandra. That's your mother. And so we stand here in honor of Fannie Lou Hamer today to say, enough is enough. It is our moral obligation as clergy to be here. This is the mega church is where you are right now. You're in the mega church. Welcome to the new mega church. Welcome to the new mega church. Welcome to the new mega church. The church that will rise. The church that will rebuke prejudice, rebuke white supremacy, rebuke implicit bias, rebuke homophobia, rebuke those things that so easily beset us. Rise up! Rise up! And tell your white friends, you've got my grandmother's breast milk in your belly. I want you to stop, and I want you right now, I want you to text your white friends and tell them this. Call on your granddaddy and tell him to stop it. Because the orders are coming from the spiritual realm. Tell your granddaddy who has gone to heaven, who has gone to hell if he treated us wrong on the plantation. Tell him to tell his children to stop it. Talk to your legacy, Andrew Jackson. Talk to your legacy, Theodore. Talk to your legacy, Benjamin Franklin. Talk to your legacy, Thomas Jefferson. Talk to your children before we ask God to smote this place. Moses said, I will go to God. And today as clergy, we will go to God. Today we demand, let my people go.
Okay. She done already preached, so I don't really have to say too much, but there's a couple of things that I want to say, just kind of house cleaning things, so I'm kind of letting y'all calm down. You know how the preacher does when he don't want y'all to shout too much and lose track of the program. And so this is what I want. If you're interested in what we're doing and you want to be a part of this work in any way, we got some little see the lady in the orange. That's my wife there, right there. So we want you to take a picture and then just put your information in. And if you're a minister, a pastor, whatever your role is, we want to know, and we want to have a way to be in contact with you. Can you do that? All right. So they're gonna pass that around. So you guys, all you gotta do is take a picture of it. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to talk about some of our thrusts as clergy for Black lives. And I need eyes for Black lives. I need eyes for Black lives real bad, y'all.
Coming to the microphone next, I think, why don't we give it up for Tambakile Smart? Yes, for bringing that word. And now, one who needs no introduction, sisters and brothers, give it up for Lisa Raye.